Hello, welcome everybody to another edition of Talking CRM with Jeff and David.
Hello, David. Hello.
Lovely to see you, although you are a bit in camouflage there, Jeff. I'm not entirely sure.
I'm hiding. I like a 10-cent coin. I'm hiding in the sofa. It's almost we've released the software, so I'm almost on holiday. I'm almost on vacation.
You've gone troppo, to borrow an Australian phrase.
Yes, I've gone troppo. Yeah.
Yes, well, as you say, the big news this month is our second release of this year to market. That's 2021 R2. And I'll get Jeff to walk you through some of the highlights in a way, but I wanted to take a moment to remind everyone of the commitment to the product. When Jeff and I took over the commercial management of the product back in 2019, we both agreed that we needed to increase the cadence of commercial outreach calls like this, YouTube videos, blogs, etc., so that we could make our stakeholders, whether you're a customer, a partner, a Sage regional person, understand what's going on. Where are we heading? Why are we heading in the direction we are, etc.? And so that makes a difference. And indeed, we've just come off the back of an official release announcement to the regional operating companies early this week, right, Jeff? And this constant chatting and rejuvenation, if you will, about the opportunity of the product, as well as the technical direction, is making a difference. We established this 3-year rolling roadmap that Jeff and I look after, and that gives comfort, we believe, to customers, partners, and the Sage regions alike. And that roadmap now goes out to 2024. Jeff, we've got to do some more work on it shortly because we've got another release out the door.
So we have, yeah, and I can tell you that the developers have already started on Sprint Zero. They're already doing some preparatory work as well.
Sprint Zero always sounds
Sprint
like
Zero. It means that they're already looking at things that they want to fix ahead of before we start getting into the feature lists.
Sounds a bit like a 70s sci-fi movie to me, but I know what you mean. All right, so commercially, before I throw to you, by the way, for the update, is what's fascinating and I hope reflective of the efforts we're putting into the rejuvenation is I was looking at commercial sales figures for the 3 quarters to the end of June. Sage's financial year runs October to September. So we've had 3 quarters of business so far. And in the current financial year, the 3 quarters worth of business we've had, new customer sites, so brand new customers to Sage CRM, are up 55% over last year. And it's just astonishing. And there's a COVID bounce in there, but a lot of it is about customers, partners, and regions being comfortable with the direction as we're going with this product. So we're very pleased. Makes me feel warm inside, Jeff.
It's good. It just shows that you're not just this cold stone of a human being, that you are a flesh and blood exactly. Colleague.
Don't believe everything you read. So with that lovely throw, I will put it back to you, and maybe you could give everyone a quick update of 2021 R2.
Thank you very much. Well, here we are. We're in August. I want to talk about the new release. We went live with the new release yesterday, and that meant that we've released it from manufacturing into the operating companies. Doesn't mean that that's when you're going to get hold of the software. There's still a pause while the operating companies get ready to release it into your own region. We had a small delay, which was slightly outside of our hands, actually, after we'd finished the QA process before we could do the final build. To do with certification of the product, but that's all good. We're all done, and we've now got this out of the door. But before I go into the features of 2021 R2, let's remind ourselves about the previous release, 2021 R1, and why that was so significant, because it was also about delivering things which were not simply incremental improvements. It was all about executing on priorities around interface improvements, user interface improvements, pain point elimination, and enhancing integration capabilities for third-party solutions. And it also contained, crucially, a lot of security updates, which if you're a customer, you need to be sure that your product continues to work when there are changes made, whether it is to do with the expected changes around Office 365 or Google, Gmail and other systems. These are all compelling reasons why you do need to make sure that you're upgrading on a regular basis, and you're not making sure that you're making sure that your software is not falling out of the support matrix. It's all to do with compliance, conformity with standards. And if you're a Sage CRM partner, then that itself represents a chance to go away and talk to customers and explain to them about the need to ensure that their systems are secure, how best to make sure that they can have the interoperability that they need, and give them the peace of mind about what that means for their business. And we have got quite now a strong set of information all available on Sage City, which outlines what each individual release gives and what it answers in the way of addressing the compliance and security concerns. So Sage CRM, we know it's got a web-based architecture. It gives customers freedom, flexibility on what they want to be able to do and implement their systems for the best of their business. And you can go whether it's private cloud, hybrid, public, whatever. You can implement in any particular way. Our strategy as Sage is to enable partners to be able to deploy systems and customize a customer's journey into the cloud at that customer's speed. So you are not fixing a pace that is forced on anyone. You are working to the speed that that customer needs in order to ensure that they're able to not only maintain their business, but to grow their business as well. Sage CRM now from 2021 R1 can be installed on Azure, Amazon, AWS environments. It has modern REST APIs that allow for interoperability with any systems on the web. You can mix and match whether things are on premise, whether things are in the cloud or not. So it's a great tool to be able to support a customer who wants to move gradually to the cloud at their own speed.
So that's a really good summary of the two, because those last, as you said, the early releases often looked thin. I was going to say thin's the wrong word, but there's lots going on underneath for compliance reasons. And I think you make a really strong point there about helping people be compliant and also moving at their own pace to wherever they're going. So come on in, what's inside?
It's all 2021 R1. Our 2021 R1 had the big had a second tranche of major REST API changes. And before that, it seemed like the biggest thing was our move to the new REST API. But actually, we were doing a lot of internal changes and rearrangement, and we had to do that. But thankfully, our partners and our customers have believed in this rolling 3-year roadmap. They've seen the vision, they are coming in, and they understand that we're now getting to a point where we can see big changes. And 2021 R2 delivers some big changes, and it's setting the scene for future changes as well. So we've got enhanced screens and lists for new installations. It's all about displaying key information in the way that people need to see it, simplifying the interface in some degree. We've got a brand new pipeline graphic style that offers customers choice on how key management information is displayed. We've got improved documentation. This is a very minor thing, but it's actually got a big thing to guide people on how to use HTTP headers to ensure security within their systems, because it's a big concern that we've all got. We've got new reports, new dashboards, gadgets that display information around quotes. Actually, we've done quite a bit of work around quotes because we've added new quote and way in which we handle quote and order quick merges have been improved. We've also ensured that quotes and orders that are generated, the file names, follow a pattern that's under the control of the system administrator. We've improved the overall experience of the user so that when they're carrying out work within the interface, there's a spinner that tells you when the system is busy. We've tidied up some of the tabs. Yeah. So certainly for a user, you've got more things in the more menu, so you've got a rationalized interface. We've implemented as well a new company workflow which demonstrates new types or existing types of workflow rule, but they've never been shown before, and now you've got working examples on how to do cross-entity workflow. Exactly. Cross-entity workflows, yes, it's a very exciting term. And also we've got the idea as well of if you want to have your system look like a particular system, then you can, because we've now got upgrade safe, codeless overrides for the style sheet. So to allow you to drop in your own behavior to make Sage CRM look like the system that your customer needs it to be. And it can behave as well. You can actually, with CSS style sheets, introduce some radical behavior as well, not just appearance styling.
Okay, and multiple web return forms. Don't forget that.
Yeah, I hadn't forgotten about that. Yes, so if you're doing email marketing, of course, you can be sending out multiple emails with different landing pages. Now you can override. You don't have everyone arrive back after they filled in a lead capture form. It doesn't all go back to the same one. You can have it go wherever you need it to go as well.
Okay, good stuff. So the other thing we always remind people about, and I'm not going to not do it this time, the release is just more than the software, isn't it? Because there's lots of other stuff. So what have we got lined up for customers and partners?
We've got lots and lots of stuff. We've been writing. The guys have been writing lots and lots of things about to describe the new features. We've been working on new videos as well. The Help Center is the first place anyone goes to. All the documentation is up on the Help Center. It's all there. It's all fresh. It's all very well laid out, and again, this is a big release, so that this is a large set of notes that you've got for your release notes for your entertainment and enjoyment.
You sound very Reithian there. All right, so you're doing a blog series. I know it's like 15 articles or something to come in the next weeks, months, right?
Yeah, that's already started to roll out. Okay. My fingers are getting all sore from the amount of typing that we're doing. Yes, so there's loads of stuff that is coming out.
It's holding your margarita by the pool is what you mean there. It's freezing them, isn't it? Yes.
That's right, yes.
All right, thank you for that update. I think that's probably all we've got time for today. So as we've both been saying, 2021 R2 is yet another step on the rejuvenated roadmap of the product. We hope you think that's a useful thing to understand. Lots of material to consume, as Jeff has been alluding to, at Help, Sage City, the community, etc. So thanks to Jeff for his informative walkthrough. Keep your eyes on all these previously mentioned portals, and also keep your eye out for your local regional notification of the release dates as well. Thank you, Mr. Richards. We'll say goodbye from here, I think.
And it's goodbye from me, and it's goodbye from him. Thank you.
Cheerio, everybody. Bye now.